So last week I hit 500,000 subscribers. We weren't really able to celebrate or do anything special because I had some prior obligations in that video. But better late than never, the queen herself, my mom, has bought me some balloons, a big cake, and I figured we'd have a good old throwback week. We're gonna be doing Buzzfeeds 1-minute microwavable mug hacks. And if you didn't already know, this channel was pretty much founded on recipes like this. Stuff that contains ingredients we all already have in our kitchens, and it's kind of the perfect storm for today. There's 2 feet of snow outside, so I won't be able to go anywhere to buy stuff anyways. And this will be a nice break from trying to keep up with all the other middle-aged white male YouTube chefs showing you ingredients and recipes that nobody's ever heard of or used before. I mean, think about it. All the channels that have blown up the last few years. Think about it. But let's take a journey back to 2015 and get right into this one. For today's video, we're going to be trying all 3 of the mug hacks shown in BuzzFeed's video. And also, I forgot to mention, I finally figured out how to label the little red progress bar under these videos. So in the future, if you click on one of my videos and you only want to watch one recipe, or you want to skip the little brand deal portion, you can do that. You can just scroll over the bar and then click to the portion that you came to watch. For the blueberry muffin hack, I grabbed some flour and milk, some granulated sugar and light brown sugar, vegetable oil, fresh blueberries, baking powder, and baking soda. Now, if you are a newer viewer of this channel or just food YouTube videos in general, these recipes were super popular back in the day for a number of reasons. You are severely limiting the amount of bowls and plates and dishes that you're dirtying. It'll be ready to eat in a matter of like 2 to 3 minutes, and you don't have to yank all your pots and pans out of your oven to bake in if you're like one of my weird friends who stores them all in there. I guess it is a good use of extra space when you're not using it, but how do you ever bake? But this came together nice and easily. It gets finished off with some fresh blueberries and a sprinkling of your brown sugar, and then microwave this until it looks completely cooked. Mine took about 80 seconds, but yours may vary. And that's it, believe it or not. So let's give this one a taste. Alrighty, option 1 looks interesting. At least I'm pretty sure it's cooked all the way. Like, that's probably the most important part. This is not bad, guys, like at all. I'm not just saying that. Look at the crumb on this. It's pretty much a cross between a muffin and a cake. Like, it's not as dense as a muffin, but it's not as light as a cake. But it tastes really good. Stuff like this takes me back so much, man. I'm so happy. Up next is the super simple egg omelet in a mug. I grabbed some milk and a few eggs, some cheddar cheese and salt and pepper, fresh parsley, a yellow onion, and some scallions. So yes, this one is slightly more work, and that's purely in the preparation of all your additives. And this part is completely up to you and customizable. You can use whatever kind of cheese that you like or have on hand. You can omit anything. For example, absolutely no tomatoes will be touching my egg omelet. I don't care if any of you make fun of me and call me a child. I don't want them. I guess the only thing to watch out for while making any of these is to try not to scratch the interior of your mugs. If you're stirring super hard with like a metal spoon or a fork, it can scratch and then permanently mark a coated ceramic like this. But into the microwave, this guy went for a little over a minute. I pulled it out, let it cool, and then finish it off with some more of my shredded cheddar and some fresh parsley. I definitely thought this one was gonna look really strange and just not appetizing, but that looks okay. I mean, it could pass for a weird souffle in like an overpriced Manhattan restaurant. Well, first of all, I didn't realize this until I just ate it and then looked down. This is all raw still. And I gave this an extra 15 seconds. I gave it like 75. Either my microwave is broken and very off, or that video is not correct. Let me go stick this back in and see if I can make it work. All right, it took another like 80 seconds, but I think it's cooked all the way. Look how much more it puffed up too. Wow. I like this though. I mean, it's another one that kind of tastes exactly how you expect it to. And like I said, it's fully customizable. You can put whatever you want, any kind of like vegetables, you can put any kind of meat, little pieces of chicken or bacon if you got them left over. I thought of this when I ran back upstairs to recook it. I love hot sauce on my eggs. This gets another thumbs up from me. I mean, like, who needs days-long recipes anyway? Last but not least today is this banana cinnamon cake. And you guys know that anything that is somewhat close to a banana bread, I can get down with. I grabbed some milk and cinnamon, some kosher salt and flour, powdered sugar, baking powder, some more oil and vanilla extract, light brown sugar, and of course, a banana. Since I have absolutely no idea how the interior of a microwave functions, I don't know that this is gonna work. I know we did successfully get a very cake-like product in the first one, but I feel like a banana bread just bakes for so long, like well over an hour. I'll also mention that I tried to be as accurate as I possibly could, since this is somewhat like baking, and you don't really want to mess with the flour levels, you know, the leaveners. Keep that stuff to the recipe. I was super careful to just mix this just barely until the flour got hydrated. You don't want to overwork anything. I popped it in the microwave for the very last time and then coated it with some powdered sugar. This one is the most intriguing of the bunch, so let's give our final mug recipe a try. This probably looks the least appetizing, but it definitely smells the best. The cinnamon, the bananas, or not, you know? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. You know, maybe some of you like brown Play-Doh looking things. It's not bad, but I think it's the one that translates the worst to this application. I feel like it needs more flavor. Could use some more cinnamon, nutmeg, maybe some chocolate chunks. Some chocolate chunks would help it along. And also I don't love the texture either. It's very dense and a little bit dry. The interior appearance does not help either. It looks like some kind of weird onion or artichoke cake. Let's just pretend this one never happened. I mean, the first two are fantastic though. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, leave me a big old like. Once again, thank you so much for 500K. I said all this last week, but that's a number I never thought I'd hit. I'm honestly a little scared now. I feel like I'm kind of in uncharted waters, playing with house money, so it should be interesting. Have a wonderful weekend though, and I will see you right back here next time. Peace!
With the M without the AD. Flipping burgers and my money super lazy. Try and make a meal tonight, they ain't paying me. Try and supersize my life with my 18. Yeah, our style wasn't wavy, but we had a vision.
Yeah, let's pretend this one never happened. The first two were delicious though.